there was times in that game where it was just too wide open and not quite the way either one of us probably would like to see the game played. But certainly it was interesting to watch. I also thought that we could have El Foldo when they got the 2 quick goals. And I thought the whole first period we were kind of tentative. We came back a little bit to help ourselves out a little bit. But in general, it was we played much better in the second and third period. We skated without the puck. We skated, made better decisions with the puck. We killed penalties better as the game progressed. I think penalty killing is a real difficult thing early in the year because it's hard to teach different power play looks, and it takes a lot longer to figure out how to kill a penalty than it does to go on the power play, because the power play is more skill and reaction, and penalty kill is you got to get a feel for what's happening out there. We struggled a little bit that way, but as the game progressed, we did a much better job. And then I thought, if you look at the score sheet, you think our goalie gave up 3 goals. I thought he played great. I thought he made some huge saves. They got a couple of easy power play goals on him, but we didn't play very well in front of him. But other than that, I thought he played absolutely fabulous. And he made a couple of huge saves in the third period. I thought all our freshmen played real well. They looked cool, calm, and collected. A couple of times they made some big plays, but in general, you didn't notice that they were freshmen. And obviously, our upperclassmen like Joey and Conley and Sosky had great games. We don't have a lot of upperclassmen, so it's nice to see them do that.
Coach, same question I asked Joe. What worked so well in the power play tonight?
I'm going to get some skilled guys out there. We're trying to get the puck to the net more. I think last year we thought we were better than we were, and we overhandled the puck. We wouldn't shoot it. We hung on to it. We stared things down. This year we're trying to get them to go, a couple of passes and shoot the puck, a couple of passes. So the goal Wasowski got, he just walked off, to the middle of the ice and flipped it to the net. We had 2 guys screening the goalie. Joey did a fabulous job screening the goalie, and Coyle was down there too. And you can outnumber people at the crease, and that's what we wanted to do. We definitely got a different approach this year in our power play, a different attitude. Scheme of things. And the scheme is real simple. It's getting a certain look and then read and react and then go play hockey. Before it was these guys were standing around too much watching, trying to make the big play from way up top of the blue line or half walls. And in reality, the big plays are made right at the crease.
I know last year you experimented with like the reverse umbrella and a bunch of different set formations. Is that, Joe said you haven't really been working on anything like that, so. Well,
we let them play, it all depends what the 2 defensemen do. Everybody else reads off them. If the 2 defensemen stay on their own sides, we play a certain look. If the 2 defensemen swap and get on their off sides and get an umbrella look, then they play that accordingly. And for the most part, we were in umbrella more tonight than we were at 2-3.
Coach, what happened to Yassine, and any update on him?
Yeah, he twisted his ankle pretty badly. It's the ankle that he had an injury in, but it's not the same problem. It was not broken. He already had an X-ray, so he'll probably be out a couple of weeks, maybe 3 at tops. But he could be back in a couple. Obviously, he won't play this weekend.
Coach, talking about the opposite, the penalty kill. They burned you 2 times down low with the passing down low to the front of the net. You said it got better as the game went on. What did you change?
Well, my fault on a couple of things. One, I forgot that this was an NHL building and it's 64 feet from the blue line to the goal line. And we got our forwards extended too far. So all of a sudden that guy was way out. Now they put it off to the hard wall. Now they put it off to the side of the net, and that guy still wasn't back in time to cover the pop-up guy. It's a power play we've seen a number of times, but not with this crowd, So we had, and again, I think it's a tough thing to figure out opposite the power play. But I also think that it was most of the coach's fault. Should have known right off the bat we're playing in an NHL building. It's 64 feet. That makes things different as far as what your forwards do. And the other factor was we were tentative right off the bat early, wondering whether to go, whether not to go. And we had worried about the back door, but we didn't talk about the pop-up guy. The pop-up guy got 2 good chances and 1 great goal.
What were those last 3 minutes like when they had all those good chances?
I thought it was the worst we played, to tell you the truth, because the only time we lost, we had the puck 5 or 6 times in the corner and just threw it up the wall to the defenseman who made all kinds of things happen from there. So I was not happy with the lack of poise with the puck later on. they had the extra guy later on, but for the most 3 or 4 minutes there, they had some great chances. And Kieran stepped up and they hit a post and they had a couple of goals called back. So I think it was we dodged a bullet there because we lost. I think we were a little bit of poise and a little bit of not knowing exactly where we should be. We could have put it up the wall, but softly up the wall so our wing could get it. Instead, we put it up the wall by our wing right to the defenseman. So, and sometimes it was the wing that was actually making that play too. And about 4 or 5 times it seemed like we got the puck on the wall in the corner and we turned around and tried to fire it through the middle of the ice and pass it right to the guy in the slot, that's not good hockey.
Coach, could you talk about Joe's development as a player and as a person?
Well, he's always been a go-go type of guy. He's always been a great team player. I guess in reality, a lot of teams he could have played in the first or second line. But the last couple of years, we had some brand name guys around. He was relegated to third or fourth line. I believe that speaks well to his character. That speaks well to his wanting to be as good as he can be for his teammates. He's very unselfish. But it's nice to get him on the first line, get him some power play time, let him play important time. So he's playing every power play, every penalty kill, and playing on the first line with a couple of pretty good guys. And we'll get a little more depth back when we get 2 guys that are out of the lineup right now in Trevino and Chiasson, so that'll make us even better. But he'll stay on that line, that's for sure.
Coach, you have 2 freshmen on that top power play unit. When did you realize that they had what it took to be out there?
About maybe last October or November, when we were recruiting them. All right? Thanks, folks.
Thank you.